Hello curious people, welcome to a quick little update on the RedFox farming situation as well as a change in my views, and I'll show you very quickly two other ways on how to get into the farming if you don't already have RFox tokens. So first things first, if you're not on Twitter, it's worth jumping on. There's a lot of noise is bad information and distractions, but there's a lot of alpha is a good information, that's what you want. So if you're not on board already, get on board, make sure you're following RedFox Labs with notifications on, and also their fearless leader, CEO and co-founder Bitcoin Benny. Follow him as well. I just make a little RedFox folder here, add them both, and then I just right click and open a new window, and just once a day I just quickly go and read and see what maybe I missed. But you should get most things on your feed, but depends how many people you follow. Okay, so if you have been following them, you would have seen this pinned tweet. Now this video is meant for beginners and it's supposed to be basic, so I'll quickly describe what a burn is. A burn is where you take tokens out of the circulating supply by sending them to an address that no one can access. So a very quick analogy, if there are 10,000 Michael Jordan cards and everyone knows there are 10,000, and let's say each one's worth about $1,000, and 1,000 of them are suddenly just shredded or burnt, and it's been documented and it's obvious, then obviously the price is going to go up for the existing cards because it's a scarcer resource. So burns are fantastic. And the burn is going to be significant. Initially, they thought they were going to probably burn about 2 million. However, at the moment, there's over 6 million. I actually checked it on the contract address. They have over 7 million. So probably at the end of the week, this is going to be 20 million RFox. I don't know. I could be speculating too high. If you want to see it actually being burnt, they'll post a transaction in Discord, and there will probably be some sort of live audio going, I would imagine. Gives the time here and the Discord link. If you're not on Discord, get amongst it. It's basically like a chat room, but it has little sections, so it's not as noisy as something like Telegram. It's really good. Also to note with this, anytime there's something like this that's important, like put a reminder on your Google Calendar or whatever calendar you have. Set a reminder and make sure that you've got the time correct for your time zone. So my initial feels with the RFox farming was I was going to dollar cost average in, and I was expecting this price to go kind of up and then come down. Now that can still certainly happen. However, at the moment, it's still early. So even though the whales are controlling a good amount of the supply, and you know, they can certainly dump on us, I still feel it's very, very lucrative. So my first idea was when this went live, as we may recall, RFox down here was about 27 cents and VFOX was 13 cents. And very, very quickly, about 30 wallets grabbed up that supply at that discounted rate or near that discounted rate, and the new price was $3.50. I didn't really enter anything then. I waited a little bit, then I had to buy in higher, and it's likely that this is going to go up and up and up until the whales start dumping. But at the moment, even if this price here dumps down to like $1, which I don't think is going to happen, the rewards are so lucrative at the moment that you'd be silly not to get involved. I'm not saying just jump in completely with all of your bags, because you have to factor in other things such as selling RFox for VFOX is a taxable event, but it's going to be quite a lucrative thing. If you want a dollar cost average in, go for it. Not financial advice, of course, just, you know, getting involved is probably a good idea, because at the moment the liquidity coming in from smaller wallets from just community members is going to be quite significant. So the total liquidity in this pool was $1 million on launch day, and then it was 10 million, and then 20, and then 33. I think there was a little bit of a glitch because I'd seen it say 46 million 20 hours ago, but it's still growing. It's 34. So remember the pools where you can just stake without any impermanent loss. These won't be live until 2 weeks after the launch, so probably another 11 days or so. These prices do not, the prices down here, they don't represent the actual price with any sort of accuracy. I've had a couple of windows open and they both tell me something different. So before you make a trade, in case you're trying to work out the exact trade you get in, come over to the trade section and just put in a stable coin such as BUSD and jump into VFOX with like a, put a number there and it'll show you down here. All right, $4.93 versus $4.65. You can do the same thing with RFOX, 27 cents versus 26 cents. So this is accurate because this is what the actual price is. Now there will be a small price difference here, but it's not significant. I just want to quickly show you this photo here. Someone here had unfortunately forgot to put his VFOX into the liquidity pool. So what to look out for is when you click on home, you'll see how much VFOX is in your wallet and how much you have to harvest. This VFOX in your wallet, if it's a significant amount and you've somehow forgotten to add it, it could have been because you've gone and you've added liquidity, you think you've done everything correct, you do all the steps, but the Binance Smart Chain transaction fails. Just remember, before you close the window, go and check, is there any VFOX in the wallet? If there's no VFOX or a very small amount, then you've compounded. If you're just holding it there for another reason, that's fine as well. But if you're probably farming it, you want to be compounding it or taking profits. The other thing is come into farms, and before you close out of this window, just push on the plus button and make sure this balance says 0. If a balance says anything more than 0, then you haven't staked the LP tokens and you won't get any rewards. So just keep that in mind. All right, so now I'll quickly go over 2 ways on how you can actually get into the farming if you don't have any RFOX. So if you do have RFOX, you can bridge them across. We've covered in another video. It's quite expensive. Let's say, for an example, you're in Australia and you've got CoinSpot. CoinSpot is a nice basic exchange, very user-friendly, and the oldest exchange in Australia from my knowledge. Okay, so we can buy BNB on CoinSpot. There is a minimum buy that you need in order to withdraw. Okay, so the minimum withdrawal is 0.02. Okay, well that's good because it was a lot higher recently. But there you go. You have to at least have probably buy $20 worth or so. If you are going to be jumping into this, you may want to buy $500, a couple $100, $1,000. It's entirely up to you. This strategy is basically a way to get onto the Binance chain if you don't have Binance already, or if you don't have any RFOX tokens. So you go ahead and buy some BNB. Let's say we bought 1,000. Off we go. We buy our BNB, we buy, and then it would show up in our wallet. So the next thing is we would withdraw, so it would send. There's 2 networks to choose from. I didn't cover it very, very well last time, but BEP2 is not the network for us. That will have an address that says something like BNB in it. The one we want is the BSC Smart Chain. So we'll click on that. We'll go to our MetaMask. Now, MetaMask, this address here, it's the same as your Ethereum address. There's no difference. So we'll copy that, put in our withdrawal, whatever we want to do. There is a small fee, and then we'd pay. Put in our 2-factor code, push send, get an email confirmation, would have to confirm their email, and then away it would go. And now just remember that if this is one of the first times you're withdrawing from CoinSpot, they have in the past made you do extra KYC steps. So just keep that in mind. The other thing is what you're doing is you're buying a volatile asset. So you're buying BNB and the price can go up or down. So my suggestion is if you're going to be buying this, you want to get it across and convert it as soon as you can. On the left-hand side, the transaction list will show you that the transactions have gone through. So then we'd go into RFOX.finance, would be on the trade section, swap, would put in our BNB amount. And the best way is to swap it all into RFOX. When I say all, probably have about 0.14 transactions for future transactions. But let's pretend this is a 1 BNB would, be selling a 0.9. Put it all into RFOX initially, and then from there we'll convert some RFOX into VFOX. Very quickly, the reason why is because the price impact is very low. You can see here it's 0.15%. The fee is very small, 0.2%. And if we were to change it, have BNB go into VFOX, just do half and half, then unfortunately the price impact is higher. So if we're doing 2 BNB, then all of a sudden the price impact is 1.82%. 2 BNB into RFOX, 0.28%. After that goes through, we would of course just take half our RFOX supply and convert it into VFOX. So if we had 115 right now, we may do 58 or so, convert that, and then add liquidity and put into the farm as I've shown in a previous video. That's the first option. Now the next option that you can do, if you don't want to go through any kind of centralized exchange, and if you don't have a BNB wallet at the moment, is to go through the bridge. So this is the easiest way. So you go Binance.org and go to the bridge here. I'll link this below. You connect your wallet. Now you're going to need some Ethereum. You're going to need a little bit of Ethereum. This is the easiest way if you're going to be sending across Ethereum. If you're going to send through something else like USDT, Tether, then there is a higher gas fee. So what we can do here is we're going to need BNB on the other side for transaction. So this has the option in the bridge to actually convert some to BNB, which is great. So we'll go for 0.5, we'd put in our amount. You see the minimum amount is 0.36. So if that's too much that you can't put in, then this is not the option for you. But let's pretend we've got 1 ETH to do. We're going to get 0.5 BNB, and we would click through and send that across. There are minimums and maximums down here, but that's very easy. Once it gets to the other side and it's in your Binance Smart Chain wallet, then you convert your ETH into RFOX and your RFOX into part of it into VFOX, and then your BNB, your 0.5. I would probably suggest sending, I would probably suggest with the BNB having a little bit as gas, like 0.1, and 0.4 convert as well. Also, if it's your first time setting up MetaMask with a smart chain, then you can actually go to chainlist.org. You can connect your wallet. After you've connected your wallet, you can literally add another network very, very easily. So if we didn't have smart chain already, we could just go type in smart chain, Binance Smart Chain, this one here, and we could just add that to MetaMask. I'll give you an example with something that I don't have. We don't have the mainnet on this. This is the test net. We'd go to the mainnet, add to MetaMask, and it's all there. Otherwise, the alternative is going to custom RPC and doing it there. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. If you have any questions, comment in the video. If I'm not replying to any of those, then just get me on Twitter. Thanks again. Cheers. Bye.